We've been talking about Merck all morning long. We were just talking about M&A, in fact, as well. So the company is buying Verona Pharma for about $10 billion as it looks to diversify its portfolio beyond Keytruda. That's a tough one to be facing patent expirations. That's a huge drug and a great drug. Angelica Peebles joins us on set with a look at the big M&A theme emerging from the industry. Good morning.
Morning, Joe. That's right. And like you mentioned for Merck, they have about a $30 billion hole that they're going to need to fill when Keytruda loses that patent expiration.
The biggest ever?
The biggest, yeah, for them especially.
No, I mean, for almost
it's the best-selling drug, yeah, $30 billion cliff. I mean, AbbVie had a pretty big hole to fill with Humira, but this is certainly a big one. And so that's why you've seen them do these deals. They've talked about that they have an appetite, but I think this one is particularly interesting because they're going out and buying a commercial stage company. So this is already a drug that's on the market. It launched last year for COPD. And it's this trend that we've been seeing in pharma. We saw it with J&J, Sanofi, all buying commercial stage companies, which is a little bit unusual because previously you would see them go in and buy those companies before they actually reach the market.
Yeah. So this drug has already been on the market. First quarter sales of $70 million. We had Evan David Siegerman from BMO earlier, and he made the same point in terms of buying the commercial drug. It can plug the hole, start plugging the hole right away, which is very interesting. And this particular drug actually could be studied for other indications, which could even boost the estimates, right, for peak sales.
Exactly. So right now I've seen about $4 billion in peak sales estimates, but it could be even more than that because they have these other indications that they're going after, like another lung disease called bronchiectasis. That's a really hot area. You have another company called Insmed that they're expecting approval on their competing drug later this summer. And it's interesting because it used to be that, oh, the company didn't get bought before it launched, therefore, it's dead. But that's not the case anymore. And I think it's shifting a little bit, especially how investors should think about some of these companies. And when you talk to the different CEOs or you talk to different people in the industry, it does feel like companies are willing to be patient and, they're willing to pay a little bit more if they know what they're getting. And they can also then see how the launch does, right? Is this a new market where they don't really know if there's going to be appetite? Or do they want to see if the launch fizzles? Maybe the price goes down. So there's these new dynamics out there.